May we have the herding group in the ring, please?
So since, what, 2018, 6 different breeds have captured group wins. Last year it was the Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, and Chris, we're gonna see a lot of diversity here too, because they all have different working abilities and different mindsets as to how they do their job. And we'll try to explain that to everybody at home, how these different herding breeds work in the field, or as guard dogs, or whatever their job was. They all were very different and stylized, actually, I think would be the correct word to say. Isn't this a great scene, Valerie? All these beautiful herding dogs coming in.
Our judge is Mr. Michael Faulkner from Grosseter, Virginia. And oh, somebody's speaking up here. His 8th judging assignment at Westminster.
So Michael started out just like Valerie and I. He was a junior handler. He had golden retrievers and field spaniels, and they became a professional handler for quite a while. And now he's a judge like me. So, you know, you can see how this trend goes through. And Michael's going to do a great job tonight. He's such an intelligent man and so well respected in both sporting and herding and any other groups he judges as well.
This is the most vocal group of the night.
There's a couple out there that are known for a little vocalness.
Take it back up, please.
Originally bred to herd cattle in the rugged Australian outback, the Australian cattle dog is a tough, courageous, intelligent, and possess great stamina. Their loyalty, devotion to duty, and protective instincts make them as self-appointed guardians of family and property. Adult coats are flat-laying, weather-resistant, and can either be red or blue. This is Australian Cattle Dog, number 7.
Right here, please. Halfway down and back, please. Thank you.
When we talk about some of these breeds and how they're structured, the Australian cattle dog has a really unique feature in its head. If you look at their heads, they have that indentation in front of the eyes, which we call the stop. We did not want a lot of stop in an Australian cattle dog because when they were following behind, if the animal kicked back, it was supposed to glance off the head. So we designed some of these breeds to have such specific traits to protect them, actually.
The Big Chill.
The Australian Shepherd was actually developed in the western United States, where this versatile and intelligent breed had been valued by ranchers for decades as an exceptional herder. An eminently trainable dog, their athleticism and skill let them succeed in a wide variety of endeavors, from search and rescue to obedience, agility, and fly ball events. This is Australian Shepherd, number 7.
And halfway back, okay.
There's a lot of colors in the eyes, Valerie, or in the coat.
In both, actually. They come in a variety of colors. They are a breed that is kind of an all-purpose farm dog, so they should be able to kind of do what's needed around the farm. But they herd as well, and they should have this huge ground-covering movement that allows them to work all day.
Great. Right around the ring, please.
So attentive. They always come back and stop so perfect because they're such an intelligent, keen dog.
The bearded collie, or beardy, is an old Scottish breed that achieved recognition in the United States in 1977. It is happy to work sheep, play with children, jump through hoops, or do anything with their people. Beardies are independent thinkers, so early fun and imaginative training is the key. This is Bearded Collie, number 18.
Thank you very much. And when you're ready, halfway down and back.
Valerie, you and I showed quite a few beardies through the years, and I actually showed for Julie and B. Saka, the owners of.
Did?
Yes, I did years ago. They had a tremendous dog, and so it's nice to see Julie back out here in the ring.
And doing it herself.
Doing it herself, and the breeder, owner, handler.
And it's always a happy breed. They should show their exuberance.
Look at that.
Around the ring.
So trainable,
nice?
so trainable. And
but
beardies
no robots.
no, beardies will bounce, they'll bark, they're so full of life. That's great.
The Beauceron is an old and distinct French breed, bred and selected for their aptitude to herd and guard large flocks of sheep. The ideal Beauceron is a well-balanced, solid dog of good height and well-muscled without heaviness or coarseness. A formidable dog, he commands respect wherever he goes. This is Beauceron, number 15.
Open up, please.
Yeah, Valerie, we talked a moment ago.
Back when you're ready.
Sentimental choice of an outgoing handler who's been around for quite some time. So can a handler influence a judge at all, or is it more all about the dog and obviously synonymous with how his dog performs on a night like tonight?
It's really all about the dog. So the judge is looking, he knows the standards inside and out. Each dog has its own breed standard, and that's what it's being judged against in his mind's eye on today. So yes, we want the dogs to stand up and show well.
But if the handler is on his game, the dog will be, and vice versa.
Yes.
The rarest of the 4 native Belgian breeds, the Belgian Lacanois, is an affectionate, alert, and intelligent dog bred to herd and guard flocks and fields. This breed's main difference, besides region of origin, is its rough, coarse coat. This is Belgian Lacanois, number 8.
Halfway down and back, please.
So we're going to see quite a few Belgian breeds. There's 4 of them, and they vary just a little bit. So some is the coat, some is the color, a little bit of variance in size. So there's just slight nuances between it. This one is obviously rough-coated, hard-coated hair, and it was the region they were in. So, you know, as we talked about earlier about developing a breed for the terrain and the conditions they were in, that's why this dog has the coat. And these are all silhouette breeds, meaning they have to have an exacting shape.
The Belgian Malinois is one of 3 similar Belgian herding dogs recognized in this country. The Malinois is distinguished from other Belgians by its short coat ranging in color from fawn to mahogany. A proud, agile, strong dog, full of life, it excels at police work, search and rescue, and performance competition. This is Belgian Malinois, number 25.
Year-round, the dogs are in different shows. They get rankings, and they come into the show here to ultimately have the best in show. How do those rankings affect what is being judged tonight?
Well, I don't think that it's gonna, the rankings aren't part of what happens tonight. It's just something that we do all year. But what it does show is that a judge has, or many judges have, continued to put up the same dog. So it's confirmation to the dog's quality.
The Belgian sheepdog with this distinctive long black coat was originally bred as a versatile working farm and family dog, herding the flock and guarding the home. Today they are active and successful in many events such as herding, obedience, tracking, and agility trials. This is Belgian sheepdog, number 18.
Beautiful. And when you're ready, halfway down and back.
Back to the rankings for a moment. Obviously, you can have a favorite in the eyes based on how they were ranked during the course of the year, but when they come here,
any dog can win.
Okay.
It's our job as a judge. I mean, this is what I do almost every weekend now. It's our job as a judge to look at the dog on the day. I may have given a dog a best in show the day before, but it's my job to judge it on the day in the breed the next day. Even if I gave it the biggest award the day before, it may not have been the best dog in the breed the next day. So that's our job as a judge.
The Belgian Tervuren is the 4th of the Belgian breeds. The coat color is generally fawn to russet mahogany with a black overlay. Bred to herd and guard, these dogs excel as search and rescue dogs and in all areas of competition. The breed's versatility and graceful, eye-catching appearance are prized by their owners. This is Belgian Tervuren, number 9.
Nice and easy. Yep.
I'm really fascinated by the Belgian breeds, primarily because of their versatility. These dogs, all of them, are such hard-working dogs with such drive and spirit. I've seen them jump 30 feet in the air, climb walls. They're so good in guard work, search and they can do everything. I mean, drug work, detection, they can do it all. Military work.
The Bergamasco Sheepdog is an ancient alpine herding and guarding breed. This medium to large, muscular, and heavy bone dog has an abundant coat that has formed flocks, allowing them to blend in with the sheep and providing insulation from the climate and to protect them from predators. Bergamasco sheepdogs are intelligent, loyal, and eager to please, making them wonderful family companions. This is Bergamasco Sheepdog, number 12.
You know the routine.
A lot of cords there.
Actually, can't say that. So I was just going to explain this. So these are called flocks. And that's very different than corded hair. So this is 3 different types of hair. And that's why you'll see, so we're going to see a pulley later. And that is going to actually have corded hair. Well, this is flocks. So this is
What is the difference? That
so
one is thicker than the other? Or?
So this has 3 different types of hair in there that makes this flock form. So there's an undercoat, then they have what's called the goat hair, and then the outer coat. So it's very unique. It may look the same, but it's not quite.
Okay.
Not quite. We'll see later.
The Berger Picard is thought to be the oldest of the French herding breeds. The Berger Picard is a medium-sized dog with a rustic tousled appearance, naturally erect ears, and maybe fawn or brindle in coloration. People-oriented and loyal, the Berger Picard makes a good family pet if properly socialized. This is Berger Picard, number 9.
Yeah, when you're checking the bite on some of these dogs, you know, because they did do guard work sometimes too, so they have to have large canines, big teeth. So, you know, when you saw them checking the bite, that's part of their job, you know, so they had to have these well-formed jaws, correct dentition.
And why this a weatherproof coat versus other dogs who may have something similar, but it's not as weatherproof?
So a lot of people thought that because of the type of work they did and the terrain they were in, they had to develop a dog with a harder, denser outer coat. So if it was a less substantial terrain, they could have a lighter coat.
A product of Scotland and England, the Border Collie is the premier herding dog.
Good evening.
Their ability to manipulate sheep is legendary, as is their prowess in obedience and agility. Although easily trained, they are so highly motivated to work, they are perfect for the farm, but not for apartment dwellings unless provided with plenty of outside activity. This is Border Collie, number 23.
When you're ready, halfway down and back them. Loosely, please.
Have you ever, when you were out there as a handler, had a dog not quite cooperate?
Well, I think we all have.
I'm going to laugh.
Not on a show this big.
Valerie had a very famous incident here, so.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
We have video?
No.
Show that?
Let's talk about how this dog moves.
So what do you do, though, when the dog is not cooperating?
He's not going to let me off the
No,
hook.
I'm not going to let you off the leash or the lead, whatever you want to call it.
Right around here.
You try your best.
Okay. So they do have minds of their own.
Change direction.
Right.
Yes.
Even though you're supposed to be on the same page.
So Valerie, you're going to talk about the head carriage of this dog,
I'm going to talk about the head carriage. You'll notice that it's low, below the shoulder. It's able to cover ground for a long distance.
The Bouvier de Flandre was developed in the 19th century as a farm dog in northern hills of France and Belgium. He's been known throughout history as the milk cart dog, as his strength and agility coupled with his intelligence and serene disposition make him both a strong worker and a fine companion. This is Bouvier de Flandre, number 7.
Excellent. Halfway down and back.
So, Chris, this dog.
Coat. I was going to ask you about that.
the-
A different weather coat, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So this coat should be harsh on the outside. It shouldn't be soft and woolly. It does have an undercoat, but you actually pull the hair, so it becomes a hard textured coat. These were cart dogs, so you can see that strength up front. You know, they had to have this big, powerful front because, you know, they were an all-purpose dog too, and when they were pulling carts, they had to have this correct structure up front.
And Elaine's from Canada.
Yes,
Breeder
and
and
she's
handler.
been a staple in this breed for many, many years.
The Briard is an ancient breed of France, serving as a sheep herder, guardian, and all-around farm dog.
Congratulations.
Vigorous, alert, and self-confident, they have the strength and power to do the job for which they were bred. Distinguishing characteristics include a long, wavy coat, dew claws on his rear legs, and a crook at the end of the tail. This is Briar,
you're ready,
number 19.
No problem.
And this a trainable and protective family dog will regard kids as if it's part of their own
The devil
flock.
is in the detail.
It's very funny. Some of these herding dogs will herd children if they think the child's misbehaving or something, or maybe going where
Or
it
their
shouldn't
friends.
go. Or their friends, yeah, and push them away and come in between. And I love the Briard. They describe its movement as Quicksilver. And if you imagine the flow and the grace, but yet the speed that Quicksilver would flow, this is the breed, and I just adore Briard.
And we saw her being brushed, so that's obviously allowable when you need it.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're presenting your dog in the best light. And so sometimes if
Round
hair
ring,
can
please.
kind of bunch up in a way that's not attractive, they're making sure their dog looks perfect. They have less than 2 minutes.
Named for the ancient land of Canaan, its origin dating back to biblical times, the Canaan dog is Israel's only native dog. A herding and sentry dog for the ancient Hebrews, the breed lived as a feral dog for 2,000 years in the desert, where it survived independently until it was redomesticated in 1935. This is Canaan dog, number 8.
Halfway down and back, please.
Okay.
You know, Valerie, don't you think when we talk about the history of dogs and purposely bred, a lot of these dogs had to do everything. They had to guard, they had to protect, they had to herd. You know, they weren't just a one-trick pony. They had to do everything, or they, you know, in these poor communities where people didn't have a lot of money and a lot of food, the dog had to help the family survive, and that's what they were bred to do.
In a variety of ways, and they just stepped up and took care of the job, whatever was asked of them.
In Welsh, Corgi means dwarf dog. The Cardigan is the Corgi with the tail and is one of the oldest breeds in the British Isles, dating to 1200 BC. He was developed as an all-purpose farm worker and companion. His willingness and trainability allow him to excel in performance events. This is Cardigan Welsh Corgi, number 21.
Okay, it's halfway down and back.
These are great playmates for kids. Also devoted to family. They love being outdoors.
You know, we're going to see 2 Corgis, and we talked about the difference between the Petite and the Grand, Valerie, and there's such striking differences between the Pembroke and the Cardigan. The front legs may turn out on this breed. They're a much heavier dog up front. The legs don't come straight down. They're a little more substantial
Look at that.
dog.
That was a beautiful freestack.
And the Corgis can really put on a show, can't they?
They
we
can.
usually see a really great showmanship out of this breed because they're so intent on the owners.
Collies originated in Scotland, where they are bred to gather, move, and protect sheep. They were selected for herding because they are gentle, alert, and intelligent. The breed comes in 2 varieties, the rough coat and the smooth coat. One standard is used for both varieties. This is Rough Collie, number 15.
Halfway down and back.
And you know, when we talk about judging certain breeds, one of the traits a judge looks for in the collie is the head. The head's the hallmark of the breed that defines the breed. So it resembles a well-blunted, lean wedge, and you don't see much of an indentation, which we call the stop around the eyes, and that's very, very important to have. And then you'll see this beautiful, long-reaching stride. It's just beautiful side gait on this dog.
3 group winners have been selected tonight already as we continue live from Queens. We'll wrap up the herding group when we move forward, including one that is a new breed. Stay with us here on FS1.
The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is presented by Purina Pro Plan. But now, let's get back to the judging.
And now for the second variety of collies, the smooth. While the rough-coated variety was developed for the colder northern climes of Scotland, the smooth collie was used primarily as a cattle driver in the south of England. This is Smooth Collie, number 8.
And Valerie, he just gave us a perfect example of the Scottish Highlands versus the English Lowlands. You know, that's why there's a difference in coat, because it's the protective. So you know the short hair, and then while it's not the same breed, the wire hair, you developed it for different reasons.
Xena, the only survivor of her litter, had to be a real fighter. Tough pregnancy, emergency C-section, named after Xena, warrior princess.
That's a classic.
Way to tough it out. Once you've been through something like that, literally, I guess. That one. Thanks, Valerie, for the laugh, but that wasn't bad. That was just kind of a natural pun there, I think.
The Finnish Lapland is a reindeer herding dog from north of the Arctic Circle. Their double coat is waterproof and serves them well in the coldest climates. For years, they have been popular in Scandinavia as family pets and also excel in obedience, agility, and in the show ring. This is Finnish Lapland, number 25.
Valerie, did you ever hear you know the goat breed that kind of has that startle reflex? Well, these kind of have that startle reflex too. When a reindeer turns on them, they're so agile that they're able to get out of the way, and they're so reactionary to it. So it's a fascinating trait of the Finnish Lapland because so
around the ring, please.
It's so important to keep these inherent breed traits that we have, because that's what it's a survivability trait. They're reactionary to these things.
It's our female German Shepherd that we'll be seeing tonight. Go back to 2017. And Best in Show winner, Rumor. And there is a connection between the two. It is the same handler. German Shepherd standing proud.
The German Shepherd dog is a highly intelligent, exceptional family dog who enjoys the endeavors of his owners.
Congratulations.
Originally bred as a sheep herding and protection dog in Germany, today it is competitive in herding, obedience, agility, and tracking. And very successful as both a service dog and as a policeman's best friend and protector. This is German Shepherd dog, number 14.
Down and back.
All right, Mercedes is the cousin of Rumor.
And we have Kent Boyles here. He's always on the end of a great German Shepherd. Mercedes is another one he's brought along who's done exceptionally well. And I would think that he'd probably be in there at the end.
Yeah, and Sherry Moses has done a great job breeding these shepherds year after year. I've known Sherry a long time, and she's always had such a great eye for German Shepherds and producing one after the other. Side gate.
That's beautiful.
The Icelandic sheepdog arrived in Iceland on longboats with the first Viking settlers.
How are you?
A hardy and agile Nordic herding Spitz, it has a thick, waterproof coat. Confidence and a lively bearing are typical for this gentle, intelligent, and happy dog. Highly alert, it will give visitors an enthusiastic and cheerful welcome.
Perfect.
This is Icelandic sheepdog, number 11.
Sky, the co-owner here, their first show dog.
And that shows that, once you get involved, find a breed that you like, find a preservation breeder, and see what you can do. There's so many different sports you can do. I mean, not just conformation. Jason spoke about it earlier, a variety of the other things that AKC offers. But yes, the co-owner on this dog, it's his first time show dog, and look at they're right here at Westminster.
And speaking up quite a bit, there's a new breed on the table that Jason said he was excited to see, the Lancashire Heeler, competing in the herding group. Unique characteristic called Heeler Smile, similar to the human smile. And this particular dog, quick to learn new tasks. Let's see how he handles the task of Westminster Kennel Club.
Lancashire Heeler is known for its medium to high energy levels combined with intelligence, alertness, and friendliness. This sturdy breed has a short, weather-resistant coat in black and tan or liver and tan. The Lancashire Heeler excels at herding cattle while also exhibiting terrier characteristics for hunting rabbits and rats. Although the breed's history dates back to the 17th century, its exact origins remain unknown. This breed became eligible to compete at Westminster for the first time this year. This is Lancashire Heeler, number 9.
Halfway down the back.
Now the crowd's welcoming the Lancashire Heeler today. I love it.
And Michael's smiling too.
Yeah, it's a piece of history for him to be able to judge a new breed. And you know, it's interesting when we say it's a new breed. It's a new breed that's recognized with AKC. This breed has existed for hundreds of years over in England. Look at that little guy go. Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Way to put on a show and represent your breed.
Wagging his tail, happy to be here.
First year recognized as a breed in 2017. And Mando, one that loves to be very verbal, share its feelings.
A miniature American Shepherd was developed in California during the 1960s. These dogs are bred for their small size, intelligent trainability, and herding instinct. This active dog needs both exercise and training. Whether working stock, navigating as an agility course, or doing therapy work, the miniature American Shepherd does it all with due diligence. This is miniature American Shepherd number 22.
One eye may be different, a different color than the other. We've seen him in Hollywood, Air Bud, 7th inning fetch, cats and dogs, good boy.
Well, and bred down from the Australian Shepherd, the mini American Shepherd is just been bred down to be able to herd smaller game, goats, sheep,
and an excellent watchdog.
The Moody is a Hungarian farm dog bred to herd most stubborn livestock. A true working dog, the Moody is known for its courage, trainability, and self-cleaning coat. The breed's ability to quickly learn tasks makes it exceptional in many dog sports. This is Moody, number 8.
Thank you. Halfway down and back, please.
A versatile and alert dog. Excels at agility, obedience.
And it is one of our Hungarian breeds. We're going to see quite a few Hungarian breeds. One of the more newly recognized dogs.
Ring, please.
Kind of an interesting sound.
And you know, sometimes we don't use bait, right, Valerie?
Some dogs will not bait.
Yeah.
They're just not food motivated, so you have to find another way to still be able to show that expression.
The Norwegian Buhund was once the cherished companion of Vikings. Buhund means farm dog in Norwegian, and he is a versatile breed that herds livestock, guards property, and has been used to hunting game. He is a double-coated, squarely built Spitz-type dog with an intelligent, friendly expression. This is Norwegian Buhund, number 9.
Valerie, you know, you talked about the Border Collie and that unique head carriage. So this dog is actually the exact opposite. This dog uses an upright approach to its gait. You can see the head carriage is high, and that's how it worked. So it didn't go down low to do its job. It actually held its head up high. So all of these, Michael's watching for that. I mean, he doesn't want to see one drop his head.
Around the ring.
This dog is a fascinating dog. This one is very captivating. This dog, I think, could be a sleeper coming in, and it could do very well tonight.
The Old English Sheepdog emerged as a distinct breed in the mid-19th century, evolving from herding stock. Known also as the bobtail, with a harsh double coat resistant to weather and brambles, he excelled as a drover, handing cattle to or sheep on the way to market. This is Old English Sheepdog, number 10.
Halfway down and back.
Well, we've seen in pop culture some of the classics, this type of dog, the Shaggy DA, Hot Dog, if you go back to the Archie comics, Max and the Disney classic, The Little Mermaid, the Beatles song, Martha My Dear, written about Paul McCartney's Old English Sheepdog.
It's obviously a very popular breed to appeal to the public. And now
Do me a
Michael's.
favor, please. Walk her to the Briard sign, then pick up into a trot, and then go around.
I just was going to say, Michael's going to examine the very unique features, and one of them which is they should amble. So he's asking the dog to go slow first because he wants to see the way the dog moves. And that's because of his unique shape of his body. He's actually pear-shaped.
Oh, there he picked up.
But reverse on the Pekingese. Yeah, then he wants to see the open gate.
The second Corgi breed is the Pembroke Welsh Corgi, which is developed in Wales as a livestock and family dog. Dates at least from the 10th century. The Pembroke is recognizable by their foxy face, sturdy build, and moderately long, low shape. Physical agility and affectionate temperament are paramount characteristics of the Pembroke. This is Pembroke Welsh Corgi, number 22.
I just applied for this breed. I love this breed. I think they're so appealing with that foxy expression.
Face.
Yes.
You applied to
judge the breed. Yes,
okay.
yes.
Not to own one.
No. I would own one.
You would though.
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't you? I own a lot of these dogs. I love the herding.
Me too.
Those legs are short but powerful, muscular thighs.
It's another breed that needs to be able to work all day.
I don't believe that. It's true. 57 times.
What do we have, a heckler of the crowd? What's going on?
First documented in the 13th century, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog is a herding dog of considerable ability. The double coat is long, dense, and shaggy. Being strong-willed, they do best with a master that is willing to train and socialize them. This is Polish Lowland Sheepdog, number 7.
Thank you. Halfway down the back.
I love the names. The call name Quill, named after Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy.
We have a fan somewhere out there.
And popular in Poland, so important. They're featured on the stamps in Poland.
And you know, this breed is regarded so highly for its intelligence that once you train it to do its job, it can actually work on its own. It knows what it's expected to do, and it can still perform without direction from its owner. And you know, we talk about the lowlands. Obviously, this coat was protective in nature to protect it from the elements in the water.
The Puli is an ancient breed of Hungary, introduced by the migration of the Magyars over 1,000 years ago.
Doing all right?
He has the same corded coat as seen on the Commodore. Adept at handling large herds and flocks, the Puli is keenly intelligent and deeply devoted to its owners.
see the bite?
This is Puli, number 15.
Excellent. And when you're ready, halfway down the back. Nice and easy.
Chris, I think you talked earlier about the different...
The cords.
The cords. Here you go. Here's the Puli. Long...
Looks the same to me from here, but I'm no judge.
Well, you saw how the Bergamasco had kind of flat hair. This is corded, so it's a little more round, and it's only 2 types of coat instead of 3.
Okay. And this is Slate, the first Puli to ever achieve 11 of the newer titles the AKC offers, including Fast Cat CAB. So maybe expound on that a little bit, if you could, Jason.
Well, all of these titles, we have Fast Cat, which is a straight line race that they do. So there's all these traits that the dog can do.
That they're measured by.
An ancient Hungarian herding breed, the Pumi was developed by shepherds who developed a dog that would herd cattle, sheep, and pigs on small farms in western Hungary. This medium-sized spirited dog with a wavy and curly hair is intelligent, willing to work, and a quick learner. The breed is characterized by its square outline, circular tail, semi-erect ears, and whimsical expression. This is Pumi, number 9.
That was a great shot of the ears that give it that whimsical expression.
Yes. And you know, Valerie, this dog actually worked very close to the livestock. So they would use quick movements, barking, and they'd even nip at the heels to make the dogs move, whereas some of these other dogs worked a little more far-ranging.
Right. And you'll notice the coat on this dog as well. Small, dense curls.
4 more to go.
The Pyrenean Shepherd hails from the Pyrenees Mountains of France. They were traditional working companions of the larger dog, the Great Pyrenees. They were bred to herd sheep and other livestock. They come in two varieties, the smooth-faced and the rough-faced, referring to short or shaggy hair. These shepherds excel in agility events and also make wonderful family companions. This is Pyrenean Shepherd, number 8.
Chris, do you think they named this dog to aim for success here?
It's purple. The colors at the Empire State Building is lit up in with, and you see the colors of the purple and gold.
Look at this little dog go.
That's true.
And you know, they described this gait as shaving the earth. And you can see that low reach on the dog that just clips the earth.
Around the ring.
Weekly grooming needed here.
It's a great shot of the movement.
Isn't it?
There, yeah.
Cool eyes. He's flying.
The Shetland Sheepdog originated in the Shetland Islands, developing there and on the British mainland as a popular, affectionate companion and farm dog. His color may be sable, ranging from light golden brown to dark mahogany, black or blue merle. The Sheltie's intense desire to please his owner makes him an outstanding worker in obedience and agility trials. This is Shetland Sheepdog, number 25.
There's a great look. The eyes, the way it sets, they're set back in. There's a head shake.
You know, Chris, earlier you spoke about rankings and how that may affect different things. Looking at this dog here, it actually has 30 specialty best in show wins to its name.
And that's a breed-specific show. It's not even an all-breed show.
In some of these breeds, you will have large entries in these breed-specific shows. And so to have 30 wins at a specialty really says something about the dog.
And this dog from Canada.
Spanish Water Dog is a rustic, medium-sized, curly-coated, all-purpose farm dog used primarily to herd goats, sheep, and cattle. The breed is devoted to its people and happiest when it is functioned to perform. Because of its intelligence, trainability, and athleticism, this breed excels in all dog sports. This is Spanish Water Dog, number 15.
Halfway down and back.
And so you may think, well, why is it called a Spanish water dog? Because originally its job was to work in the water. And as times changed, then they repurposed dogs. So then it became more of an all-purpose working, herding dog. He used to retrieve the fishing tackle and the nets, but you know, they evolved into what the people need at the time. So their purpose has changed through the centuries.
And you'll see the cords again here, Chris.
That's right. More cords.
And this dog's a single-coated breed, so everything, all the coats are just a little different. Yeah.
I like the color combo of those cords.
The Spanish Valhund is a very old Spitz-type breed, dating from the days of the Vikings. Small, powerful, and fearless, they have been kept for centuries as all-purpose farm dogs for herding cattle, rodent control, and alerting the farmer to visitors. The double coat and characteristic harness markings are essential features of this breed. The tail may be long, stubbed, or bobbed. This is Swedish Valhund, number 15.
Halfway down and back, please.
So we recognize the Lancashire Heeler. This is another one of the Heeler breeds. So, and you can see kind of the similarities. There's a look that's the same, and it was the way they work. So you can see kind of the same structural shape, obviously a little bigger, a little different proportion, but it harkens to what they all did and how they did their work.
And these are good. These are very good pets, playful.
Around the ring, please.
And they do best in a house where they get to move around a little bit. They're not a very aggressive dog.
No, and clearly he's magnificent. No. Gabe the Magnificent.
He's not very modest. We know that.
No, he's a proud little magnificent dog. Good for him. Good for Gabe.
33 dogs in the herding group that Michael Faulkner will sort through and name our fourth group winner of the night. Of an Afghan,
getting there.
Shih Tzu, and a miniature poodle.
Collie's coming out.
Collie.
The Canaan dog. The Shepherd. The Boohoon. The Old English. The Corgi. The Pumi.
All right, Michael, I knew Michael would be very
Thank you.
decisive in his picks today.
Back up, please. Back up. One at a time around the ring, controlled and steady, and I want you to stop right over there.
It's hard with a Beardy.
Ooh,
Beardy's
Beardy's going to feel the energy here. Trying to keep all four on the
Next,
floor.
please.
And the Canaan dog with Kim Kalveka.
Next, please.
A fan favorite of the German Shepherd.
Next, please.
Norwegian Buhund. I figured
This
this
is a
would play
beautiful
into the group. Yeah.
Next, please.
The Old English Sheepdog.
Cliff Steele.
Next, please.
Pembroke Corgi.
Next, please.
And Michelle Scott with the Pumi.
Isn't it great to see all the different types of gaits that we see as they go around the ring? All very distinct and different.
Sir.
He's making his final selections.
Oh, nice.
The German Shepherd is number 1. Number 2 is the Old English Sheepdog. Number 3 is the Buhund. Number 4 is the Bearded Collie.
Wow. So no longer a rumor. Mercedes
Kent tops the group again.
pulls in front and takes the herding group.
What a great
Our final
conclusion.
group of the night.
Great conclusion.
That was, that was
It's always a
That's
thrilling
exciting.
group, isn't
Yes.
it? With the movement and the way they walk, it's just amazing to see.
Jamie?
And Kent does it again, this time with this beautiful dog, Mercedes. You've won this show before, Kent, back in 2017 with the cousin to this beauty. Tell me what it means to make it to Best in Show tomorrow night.
It's a, awesome feeling. It really is. So.
Tell me what makes this one special, Mercedes.
Oh, she's just got a super temperament, really good representative of German Shepherds.
Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, Jenny.
Congratulations to Mercedes. We have our 4 winners who will advance to tomorrow night's Best in Show. To remind you, it was the Afghan Hound from the Hound Group. We also had Comet Shih Tzu, who will be representing from the toys. And in the non-sporting group, Sage, the miniature poodle, strutting their stuff. From the herding group just now, Mercedes, the German Shepherd. And we will wrap up the night and preview tomorrow after the break.